Best Desert Hotels 2022. Hello and welcome back to One Cosmos, where we talk about traveling destinations and all things related to tourism. Please subscribe and click the bell icon to get notified on updates. Swirling sands, towering dunes, and endless arid plains, deserts may be largely uninhabitable, but it does not lessen their allure or stop hotels from setting up shop in the sands. In this video, we will discuss the very best desert set hotels in the world, from luxury camps to desert resorts all over the world. Keep watching the video until the very end to discover best remote hotels that offer a welcome oasis in the world's most stunning wilderness landscapes. Wahba Abu Dhabi. Wahba Desert Resort and Spa is part of Marriott's luxury collection, and the focus here is firmly on tranquility. It's nestled about 45 minutes outside of Abu Dhabi, among the dunes and not too far from Al Wahba Wetland Reserve, where you can see hundreds of greater flamingos. The resort's design is in keeping with the desert surrounds. Rooms and suites are minimal but filled with local details and traditional artwork. In keeping with tradition, there are various activities on offer that reveal more about Bedouin life, including a session with a skilled falconer and his birds, and the discovery of camel racing heritage at Al Wahba Camel Racetrack. The resort has a large swimming pool and a children's paddling area, as well as a huge spa. Guaranteeing serenity, it has indoor and outdoor relaxation areas, saunas, steam rooms, plunge pools, salt rooms, snow caves, a hammam, and even an ice lab cryo experience. Misk Al Faya Retreat, Sharjah. In the 60s, a grocery store, clinic, and petrol station were built an hour's drive east of Dubai on a lonely road snaking between mountain and desert deep within Sharjah. Typical of mid-century modern architecture in Britain at the time, the single-story blocks with steel-framed windows were later abandoned and might have crumbled to dust. But the local authorities had another idea. Design firm and architect was commissioned to turn the plot into a 5-room boutique retreat, incorporating the original buildings and adding a spa, a pool, and a terrace restaurant with atmospheric fire pits. The effect is compelling, with one lone rusting BP pump standing in what's now the largest forecourt as a sculpture and reminder of the region's past. Maha Dubai. Since opening in 1999, Al Maha's sumptuous tents, complete with their own private pools, handcrafted furnishing, and of course butler service, have attracted holiday makers and residents on staycation seeking desert luxury non-pareil in a secluded setting. This desert resort is one of the most romantic in the UAE, with each of the private Bedouin-inspired tents featuring a spacious decking that gazes out towards the rolling desert dunes. But here, guests won't be admiring the views. With each stay, guests can take advantage of full board meals as well as 2 activities, with a selection including archery, camel rides, and wildlife drives all on offer. Alto Atacama, Atacama Desert, Chile. Welcome to an Arab-walled wilderness lodge that is a haven of cool interiors, warm service, and gourmet cooking in the heart of the Atacama, the world's highest and driest desert. The Atacama, with its arid atmosphere, lung-tickling altitude, and lack of light pollution, is one of the best places on Earth for stargazing. Come nightfall, the dark skies directly above the hotel offer the perfect conditions for observing the Milky Way. Spend your days cooling off in the saltwater pool, exploring the nearby otherworldly Moon Valley, or flamingo spotting at the Salar de Atacama Salt Flats. Arabian Nights Village, Abu Dhabi. The village approach is dramatic, with twin fortress watchtowers emerging from behind a gigantic dune, and then the smell of freshly brewed cardamom spiced coffee mingling with the woody perfume of bakur, the local incense made using hand-me-down recipes. Paths shaped like palms, lit like Christmas trees by night, weave through clusters of spacious tents and stone rooms. With 36 rooms in total, the walls are lined with al-sadu weave or palm frond lattice work. At Al-Makam, guests feed their inner Bedou with meat and Arabian flatbreads after days of camel trekking, quad biking, dune bashing, and sandboarding. Wadi Rum Bab Al Hotel, Jordan. This swanky stay comes complete with your own private hot tub and your own hammock perched atop your patio, so there's essentially never even any reason to go anywhere past your suite. This Lux Hotel also offers stargazing activities, providing portable telescopes for interested visitors. Wadi Rum Night Luxury Camp Hotel, also in Wadi Rum, prides itself in the starlit skies it lies underneath, making the bubble suites the perfect form of accommodation for this particular spot in Jordan's desert. Aside from 4 poster beds in every room or bubble, the hotel also has a larger Arabian tent inspired by the Bedouin heritage of Wadi Rum. Bab Al Shams Desert Resort and Spa, Dubai. Bab Al Shams is the closest UAE desert resort to the center of Dubai, found a 45-minute drive outside of the city. Sweeping vistas of the endless rolling dunes littered with wildlife serve as the backdrop to this low-lying desert resort that draws inspiration from traditional Arabian architecture for its design aesthetic. Each of the rooms, which range from superior rooms to deluxe suites, retains an authentic Middle Eastern feel thanks to a sand-hued palette, while still featuring modern amenities such as a TV and coffee machine. Twin landscaped infinity pools gaze out to the sweeping desert, while alfresco cabanas can serve as a shaded spot for a day in the sun and double up as a space for signature spa treatments. Guests are encouraged to make the most of the desert surroundings, with activities on offer including nature walks, falconry, horse riding, and desert drives. Shipwreck Lodge, Skeleton Coast, Namibia. This is the very first lodge inside the mystical and haunting Skeleton Coast National Park, which begins at the Uka River and runs roughly 300 miles up the Atlantic coast. As the name suggests, each of the 10 rooms has been constructed to resemble the shipwrecks that are dotted along the coast, but inside are stylish with muted colors and wood-burning stoves. Another draw is the guided excursions, from drives which take in the dunes at sunset to excursions to see old shells of boats and a seal colony. Talal Resort Al Ain. Located on the outskirts of Al Ain in the Rima Desert, Talal Resort is a real hidden gem. Recreating a traditional Emirati experience for guests, the property is inside a natural oasis that's also home to gazelles, oryx, hubara, swans, and more. Rooms, suites, or tented villas are on offer, and each comes with an outdoor terrace, garden, or private pool. There's a zip line, table tennis, archery, sandboarding, and more to keep everyone entertained, or you can slow things down at the Desertology Spa. Zaman Lawal Heritage Village is also part of this hideaway, and is ideal for those who want to discover more about the area's past. Anantara Sir Baniyas Island, UAE. Arriving on Sir Baniyas Island by private plane sets a decadent tone. Seaplanes and boats also service this designated conservation area earmarked for preservation by the first president of the United Arab Emirates. The Arabian Wildlife Park is occupied by more than 10,000 animals and 3 Anantara-managed properties inland. Al Sahel Villas on the sand offers the most authentic safari experience. Wildlife to spy through binoculars includes Arabian oryx, exotic wildcats, giraffes, gazelles, and the lesser Egyptian jerboa, which looks like a mouse-sized kangaroo. Daily guided tours are the main draw. Desert Night Camps, Wahiba Sands, Oman. This is desert camping for those who don't want to forego creature comforts. It's safe, enchanting, romantic, and yes, en-suite. The camp is loosely fenced, but you are free to go walk about in the dunes. The camp is a 2-hour drive southeast of Muscat, and the final section is on a dirt road that requires a 4-wheel drive to tackle the dunes. The style is desert chic with multiple references to Omani traditions. Doors are big and wooden with padlocks and chunky brass fittings, while walls are decorated with lanterns for a magical feel.